Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about the other important corner of Kaaba. So many people think this is the most important corner and the only one. But well, what do we know? There's another corner that is also important. As you can see, this corner is bigger, open, and bigger. And this man is applying some kind of perfume. Just like on Hajar Aswad, they put some perfume there. This corner is called Yemeni corner. It is southwestern corner. Hajar Aswad is located in the southeastern corner, but this one is southwestern corner. It's called Yemeni corner, and it has the same quote unquote power, just like Hajar Aswad. It can erase your sins if you touch it. You're not supposed to kiss it, but you're supposed to touch it. This so these two corners have the same power. You just touch it, your sins will be gone. Imagine that, how amazing Allah is. To erase your sin, you just need to go to Makkah and touch the corner. Either one corner will erase your sin. The problem with that is, if you are looking for the references regarding this, it's called Rukn al Yemeni because it's facing Yemen. This southwestern corner, the Yemeni corner, you cannot find any reference in Hadith. Forget Quran. In Hadith, there's no reference regarding this corner. And you may wonder how they got this. Who told them to teach this? To touch who teach them to touch this corner? Will erase their sin. Let's go to Islam Ka. Now, as you can see, the references this they say here. Now, first, before we go there, let's start reading from here. What is prescribed is to touch this corner without kissing it or saying Allahu Akbar. If you cannot touch it, then you should not point to it, because that was not narrated from the Prophet. Now, look at this narration from um, Shaykh Ibn Uthaymin. This one was also written by the same Shaykh, Al-Mumti, also by Ibn Uthaymin. Shaykh Al-Albani. This one is by Shaykh Al-Fawzan. And there's another one here, Sahih Al-Jami. It is they give you the number even it's almost like the reference number. But actually, when you look at it, let's say we start with Ibn Uthaymin, right? Let me show you Ibn Uthaymin. There you go. Do you see? Without opening the whole Wikipedia, he was born in year 1929. Now let's go to the next one. Sheikh Al Albani. Sorry. There you go. He was born in 1914. Al Fawzan. Look at this. Born in 1935. And this one is compiled and rearranged by Ibrahim Al-Warjilani, who was born in year 1175, which is close to 600 years after the death of Muhammad, like 500 and something, 560 years roughly. So now, this Al-Warjilani is the one who rearranged this book here. Sahih al Jami. So, can you believe this? They follow whatever written by much later, quote unquote, Sheikh. The first three Sheikhs, they were born in the 20th century. Only one of them was born in the 12th century. And they follow. This is how Muslims are. And they do this. So Islam is not only Quran, which is word of Allah, but also from Hadith, which is word of Muhammad. And word of Muhammad is not from only from Hadith, of course, also from Sir Rasul by Ibn Ishaq, Ibn Hisam. Not only that, they also follow modern Sikh. And of course, where they got it from is very questionable. Maybe this the first three, they get it from, they maybe quote this the first three, sorry, the first three people, they quoted from Sahih al Jami. Because they say Musnad Ahmad, who was born like about like 100 something years after the death of Muhammad, mention it. But when you're looking for it, it's very hard to find. The canonized hadith, the six canonized hadith, do not mention it. This is the problem. But yet, Ahmad ibn Hanbal said it is the son of Umar who mentioned it. See the problem? So there's some many of their rituals are actually word of mouth. And whose mouth we don't know. We don't know for sure. We don't know where Sheikh Ibn Utaymin got it from. We don't know where Sheikh Al Albani got it from. So these people are called Sheikh, and sometimes they make up their own opinions. And the Muslims we have today, who live today, follow their teaching. It's almost the Hindus, like Hindus, The Hindus, sometimes they just follow the teaching of their guru, so-called guru or teachers, because they don't read their books, which is so many. The same thing with Islam. In Islam, Muslims, they are too lazy to find out, and the mentality is to find a shortcut, even to erase your sin is a shortcut, the easy way. There is the look. If imagine if you don't have money, if you live under poverty or in poverty, how can you go there? If you can't go there, then you still have your sins. And what about people, rich people? They can go there many times, and every time their sins got erased. And actually, the teaching also, the Muslims, they love to exaggerate everything. Now, in my country or in Bangladesh, actually, this Bangladeshi told me, if you go there, your past sins and your future sin, the sin, your sin for next year also will be erased. Can you imagine? You got some kind of store credit from Allah. Well, in this video, I just want to show you how questionable everything in Islam, including their rituals, is not questionable because some silly hadith, but but the sources, the sources are very, very, I mean, like very recent, and they follow these people. Very weird. Anyway, because I just saw this a question from a Muslim actually, who's asking about Yemeni corner. So sometimes in people's head, Yemeni corner is the corner where Hajar Aswad is. Turns out it is not the same corner. So now they have two corners to touch. Well, that's all from me from for tonight. Thank you for listening and watching. Whether you believe you can have your sins erased by touching some stone, or you believe that God Himself came to earth, died for us to forgive our sin. Whichever you believe, God bless you all. Have a nice life.